The Web 2.0 tool that I've explored a little bit more in depth is called Wordle. Wordle is a tool used for generating a word cloud from text that you've typed in or from a URL or website, but that website has to have an RSS feed. While you're working on your Wordle, you're able to change the colors, the font, and the layout, so you can really personalize it. The only thing you cannot do is change the shape. What I have noticed, though, is that the more words you have in your Wordle, the more of a shape it'll take. And then when you're finished, you're able to print, or you can save it to the gallery. A downfall I have found for Wordle is that you cannot save it to your computer. So once you've made your Wordle, I would recommend printing it. You can save it to the gallery because you are able to pull that back up and possibly print that out again. If you need some ideas or not quite sure what colors would go together, there's a gallery here. This gallery is just Wordles that people have made really recently, 1 minute ago, 3 minutes ago, or you can go older. So you can look back at the gallery, and I actually have made one a couple minutes ago, and people have made these pretty fast, so I'm not sure how far to go back. I think one more. There it is. I made one called About Me. I've made my name nice and big in the middle, and all the things that kind of describe me or are about me I've put around my name. So that's my Wordle that I've made. If you want to create your own, you go to Create. You can type in a bunch of text, or this is where you put your website or a URL that has an RSS feed. Because I'm going to use this in first grade, we're talking about characters and adjectives and describing characters. The word I'm going to make right now is going to be about Mrs. Frizzle, the character from the Magic School Bus. So I'm going to type her name in actually 3 times. That's going to make her name stand out nice and big, bigger than the other words. In order to make sure Mrs. and Frizzle stay together as one word, you're going to make sure that you put no spaces in between. If you do put a space in between, the computer will think it's 2 words and it'll separate them in your Wordle. All right, underneath that, I'm just going to put a few words I think that might describe her. Crazy, nice, kind, outgoing. All right, we'll stop there. Go ahead and push go. It'll generate your Wordle for you, and it'll come up in just a random design. If you're not quite sure what you're looking for, you can click randomize, and it'll change the color and the font and the way your words are going. You can keep clicking it, see what it comes up with. If you don't like any of those that they've come up with, you can come up here to color. You can change the color, whichever color you want. The layout, this is how your words are going to go. Any which way, horizontal, mostly horizontal, half and half, mostly vertical or vertical. If you had more words, you could tell if you wanted more of a rounder shape or more of a straighter edge shape, more boxy. Your font, you can pick whichever font you want. And they don't really preview them before, so you would just have to kind of click through and make sure that's what you want. Let's pick one that would be easy to read. There we go. And language, this is more for the URL of the website. If you're using a website that has different languages in it, you can remove some words. And also you can make all your words uppercase if that's what you wanted to do. All right, and if you're happy with your Wordle, you can go ahead and print it here, or you can go ahead and save to public gallery. This is the only way to save your Wordle, so we'll click that. You could put the title, and then you can put who it's from and a little comment if you wanted to, and push OK. This is now just saved it to the public gallery where we were before. If you want to delete the Wordle, if you're not sure you want to show anybody else, you would click this link and you'll be able to delete it. And then they also give you another opportunity to print. So if you do want to save this for future reference or anything, I would print it or save it to the gallery. If your Wordle has anything personal in it, I probably wouldn't save it to the gallery. The last thing I want to tell you is I thought this was really cool. If you wanted to stick your Wordle on your web page, they have a code that you can put on your web page that would have your Wordle show up on your website. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun, and thank you for listening.